Hello, everybody. Welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is what is igniting within you. So, today's reading I can tell is going to be very powerful, so I'm looking forward to it. And for pile number 1, we have the Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimination. Pile 2, we have Root Girl, the Disowned Self. And pile 3, Netcaster, Preparations Come to Fruition. All right, so as usual on this channel, we allow Spirit to guide us from beginning to end. Each and every pile, I do not pre-plan or pre-pick anything at all. Spirit guides us in the moment to allow for the most authentic and unique and specific message for you, for your situation. So I will let you guys meditate on your cards and see which pile pulls you in, and I'll see you in your pile. So this card talks about like an ego death, basically. So we can see it's almost like the reflection of who you are now or who you have been is about to get like completely smashed into smithereens. Okay, so it's almost as though who you thought you were or who you have been is completely shattering and changing in a very, very good way. All right, it's like you are having a huge level up or a huge rising up and transformation in who you are. And having an ego death is not an easy experience to go through, but because it means like ultimate surrender and sacrifice of who we thought we were, or old ideas, old judgments, letting go of fears, getting out of a comfort zone. Okay, so maybe you were someone, or you have been someone who kind of has rigid, maybe viewpoints on certain things, on ideas of yourself, or what life should look like, or what you should be doing, or what other people should be doing. Okay, or maybe, maybe your ego self was attached to your career or some job, and maybe that's changing and you're having to let go of that. And because there's just so much more here for you, it's getting you closer to Spirit and closer to God. Letting go of this old life, this old self, this old viewpoint of self, this old reflection, okay, is making way, is making space for more holiness to come in, is what they're giving me. So it's more letting more God in, more universe in, more divine spirit into yourself. Okay, so it's like, when we have these rigid ideas or these ideas of who self is, and these are like ego personalities, right? I'm so and so. I'll say my own name. Okay, I'm Taylor Palmer. I have, I'm an accountant. I've never been an accountant, by the way, but I'm just saying I'm an accountant, right? So it's all these identities that we give ourselves. And so there's something about that that's kind of just, smashing, and you're because that's so limiting. The more identities we give ourselves, the more limited we become and more boxed in. We go, I'm this, I work here, so this is what I do and this is who I am, right? It's like, okay, well then your parameters of being is this small. But if you now, it's like I feel like there's an opening up. And when we open up, when we let go of those identities, right? And we can kind of be like, look, I don't know. I don't know really who I am. I don't know what I'm doing. It can be scary going through that for sure. And that can come through maybe a job loss or a job change or, an awakening. And then we go, I have less answers now. Like, I don't know. This doesn't fit with me anymore. Or this relationship, or these people don't fit with me anymore. Right? But that's an opening. That's giving us space to open up so that we're not so stuck in a certain box, right? We're allowing for opening. We're allowing for more spirit to come in, more love, more spirituality, okay, more growth. So you guys are igniting in a big way. You're having a big ego death, okay? And even maybe you've been on the path for a while, right? And so this is maybe not new to you, but you're having now an even, greater, you're having another ego death. This can happen many, many times because we get caught up in many things, right? Even saying I'm a healer, that's also an identity that eventually, if you want complete freedom, right, has to be let go of. Okay, so it's just an expansion that's happening for you, no matter what kind of phase of the path you're on. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're going to take these. All right. So you have the Emperor with authority. And it's funny because, the Emperor to me is always usually a good card, but and it's not a bad card, but I'm getting off of this card like it's an ego thing, right? Where maybe you're a boss, or maybe you're high up in a company, or maybe you're a parent, or you're used to kind of taking the lead on things, or maybe you have an identity as someone who's the leader or an authoritative figure, right? And it's kind of like it's almost this like rigidness. I kind of feel like this is representing the ego space, and because the arms are crossed, so it almost feels like this force, right? It's like it's kind of this egoic authoritative energy, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm this, and I'm, no one can tell me, like, I'm a mathematician or I'm a doctor. And I don't mean to like put a negative spin on those, identities by any means, but it's almost something like that, where it's something that's kind of held on in our lives for a while, and it's kind of like defined who we've been. Okay. And so there's something, look, and then we have the Seven of Swords with deception and envy. It's a mask, right? And so we're kind of lifting the mask off to be like, okay, what's under here? Like, what's beyond this? I know there's some stuff beyond this identity or these thoughts or these judgments that I've had, okay? And then healing with temperance here, with patience. So there is divine balance coming in here, and an alchemization process. So they are telling you, have patience with this, because it does take time, because I feel like and there is nothing wrong with this. We all have an ego, and the ego is not a bad thing. We need it here, right? It's a very useful tool for us. We need it to move ourselves forward. We need it to live and interact in the world. It is part of our duality here. But we do go beyond duality, eventually. But I mean, that I always get caught up in this. It's like, do we ever truly, lift out of duality? I think that is the freedom, right? Is to realize total oneness. And so, but that takes a very, it's a very long process to do. And not for everyone. Some people get it right away, right? But for most of us, it's a process of continuously letting go of certain identities. Okay, and so there is a major identity that you've been holding on to. It's been like a mask, and it's there to, it's been keeping us safe for a long time. So maybe it's surrounding your work or your stability in life with the Four, right? It's kind of like, oh, I'm the breadwinner of my family. I'm I have to be this way. I have to protect. I have to lead in this way. Maybe at work, like my job has been that's my main identity, whatever it is. But there is something here where it's now time to take off that mask and to see who you are beneath it, who you are without it. And that is a major expansion. And so they're saying you're ready for this up leveling, for this new level of balance, of wholeness, of, existence, where we're kind of we need to get more into balance, right? So they're saying have patience with this process because you are becoming a very, very powerful and beautiful figure and being. And that doesn't always mean that we have to completely let go of everything, right? But we do have to let go of certain ideas and certain thoughts that we maybe are authoritative over other people, or that we, our judgments are, everyone should take them, seriously, and they're kind of, yeah, it's kind of this ruling over feeling that I'm getting. And I don't mean this in any kind of negative way, because we do this over ourselves. We do this over our children, over our partners, right? Over, our coworkers. Everyone does it, okay? But so there is this, but for you, it's like there is an ego death happening. There is a mask being taken down, an identity that is being dropped or let go of. And so we are kind of doing this. We are in a healing process of dropping and renewing and alchemizing, the maybe the deceptions that we've been telling ourselves about our own, power or authority or whatever it is. That is transforming, and it is creating something much more beautiful and much more spacious, okay, much more open, right? Where these things close us off and they close us down and they shut out God. Okay, so what we're doing is opening up to God. We're allowing more God in, more divine spirit, divine energy in. Okay, and that is going to help us grow in the most beautiful way. So whether you've been on the path for a long time, there's, even if so, right, there's still certain things that we get caught up in, and that we are now dropping. This is what's igniting, right? It's igniting a new form of self, which is going to feel so much more balanced and healed and whole. Okay, with temperance. We're going to get more of these. Yeah, and maybe some of us, I've definitely dealt with this. And I only tell you these things because I want you to know that I know the reason I am able to do these readings is because I've gone through my own hell and back, okay, my own ego deaths, and I've had a lot of hang-ups that I've had to let go of and face within myself, including envy, okay, including jealousy. So even if there's things like that, okay, that are coming up that have been there to protect us, right? It's been there because something has alerted us in the past, or we've seen something in the past, or experienced something in the past that really, truly hurt us, right? And so these things come and they trigger us, right? Just so we can see where we're still hung up, where we're still holding on, where there's still a mask, okay? There's still a wall that is keeping us from God, from oneness, from love. Okay, and so what's happening is here to shatter the old deceptive version of self, the mask, right? We're seeing beyond something now. We're seeing past who we've been or who we were. Okay, and we're starting to see like the more true self here. And look, we have triumph with the chariot. Beautiful. You are heading towards a victory. Okay, you are moving in a very, very victorious direction of balance. Okay. And I love this because yes, exactly. Power. It really shows your strength was what I was about to say. Okay. This really shows your strength in a major way. And I just want to say we have 2 7s here. This could be pointing to July. Okay. This might happen in July for a lot of you, or begin. But yeah, this is here to show you your divine balance. All right, this is here for you to, the strength card talks about us having to face the ego, okay, having to face the shadow. What's in there? What's still in there for us to look at, to let go of, right? What's still stopping us from having divine balance and peace and healing within ourselves? And so there is another, I want to say there's another, because I feel like for most of you, you've been doing some of this work already. For others of you, this might be brand new, okay? But this is here so that we are here to face a a shadow aspect of self that has been maybe presenting itself in an unhealthy way, in a way that's actually, blocking progress or blocking our goals or our manifestations, right? It's like we have to face these things in order to open up what we want, the energy that we want. If that's love, if that's money, if that's career advancement, if that's, relationship harmony, right? If that's peace and just joy in our lives, and just peacefulness or space. Okay, if we truly, these things that we want, right, we have to make room for them. And they don't just come in out of nowhere. They have to come from the inside out. And so we got to look at where we're still blocking, right? We're still blocking those blessings. We're still blocking ourselves from achieving freedom, from achieving peace and divine balance. Okay, and so there's a layer, and so for some of us, another layer we are about to kind of bust through, okay, which is amazing because it's bringing you deeper into balance, deeper into freedom. Okay. And so we're facing something about ourselves that is not always easy to look at and to admit that, hey, this is something that I need to look at and I need to heal and love and let go and drop, right? It's not serving me. It's not serving the future that I want to create for myself. It's not serving the life that I'm resonating with more, right? It's like, I'll give you my example of jealousy, okay, in relationships. So when I started my twin flame journey with my partner who I'm with today, okay, it's been 9 years. It's been a lot, okay, and it's not going to be love for everybody, but I'm just giving you one example, okay? I've had to face a lot of darkness within myself that came through that relationship, okay? And a jealousy was my major one, and it's still something I get triggered with, not nearly as bad anymore, but it's so layered, and it's still something I feel triggered within myself. It's very small now, but I still notice it being there. And in the beginning, it caused major rifts, okay? Because my partner is a very reflective mirror to me, and that's what a good partner is, right? They are the reflection, so they show us where we still need balance, show us where we're still hiding and deceiving, okay, ourselves and the world. All right, and so it shows us these things so that we can look at it and it's like, okay, this is causing harm within something that's very meaningful to me. So I either let this destroy it and I let my ego win and I destroy this relationship, right? For keeping protected my ego. Is that worth it? Or do I look at it? Do I put my ego down? Do I kill this side of myself and this ego because I want this love to work? I value this partnership. I value this person more than this egoic part of myself. And I was actually very, very, when I noticed it, that I was jealous, I was like, wow, I'm jealous. Like I said, I said it just like that. Like, okay, I gotta, now I know it's there, and it was triggered from something that happened when I was a child, okay, through my parents' relationship, okay. So this was a major thing of my childhood, and so this is my biggest thing that I have to face, my biggest fears, my biggest dragon, okay, that I had to face throughout my I had to face it in my childhood, and now as an adult I've had to face it in this part of my life, okay, and I've had to heal and heal and heal. Anyways, I hope I don't annoy you guys with sharing my stories. That's not my intention, but this is my best example that I can give you because it's from myself. Okay, so there is something like this, that it's like the next level, the next dragon to face, and you are so ready. Look at this warrior face. Like you're like, I'm going. I don't think you're going to back down, even if it seems scary, or even if it's like something, you've held on to for a long time, or it's something that you've identified with for a long time, you have the strength, you have the courage, you have the power to look at this with honesty, with love, and to, bring it down, because it's not you, right? These things aren't us. I'm not just going to say, well, I'm just jealous and deal with it, right? It's not like that. And I would never want that, because it's just, that's an unhealthy pattern I learned, right? So it's not part of who I am. So I can let it go, right? It's something that I need to face and let go. I know it's not who I am. I know it's not part of me, but I know it was something, it was a trauma and a trigger that I learned. And so I have to continuously look at it and let it go, right? Okay, so yes, there is something here just like that, and it is going to make you into someone much more balanced. And when we can face these parts of ourselves, we can tame the lion, right? We're facing the dragon, and we're getting the gold on the other side of it. And becoming out of that, look, you become this divine balance, the eight, okay, the infinity, the complete flow of self, which is the light and the dark, right? And we can see that about ourselves, and we know it's there, right? But we can control it, and we can see it, and we can love it, and we can give it what it needs. And when we can do that, we can drop certain things. And so they don't overpower us. They don't overtake us. They become a very useful part of us, because they allow us not to get hurt when there is something going on. Okay, allows us to stand up for ourselves, right? So, but there is a part of you that now needs to be dropped. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to get more. I think you are a very, very powerful person, and you are getting ready to step up into a much higher position in your life, into a much more powerful, into like real, self-authority, not just this like, I think I have authority over other people, or, you have to like, those kind of like fake things. You're going after something that is much, much higher and greater. Okay, so we have conflict and defeat, and we have intuition. Yeah. I think this has caused you a lot of grief and a lot of conflict in your life. This might cause you to feel defeated in certain ways, because you're having to drop something. But they're saying look within yourself and your intuition. You are being called to something much higher and greater. Okay. And maybe this ego side of you is something that a lot of people are doing around you. Maybe it's like, let's see, what's an identity that we can hold on to? Like, okay, even being like a partier, right? A party person. Me and all my friends, we go out, we party, we drink, we have fun, whatever it is, right? But then something happens, right? You're having like some kind of awakening. You're maybe a more spiritually based person, or you're just someone who's a little more self-aware than people around you. And you start kind of going against, you stop wanting to party, and drinking doesn't really fit you anymore. It doesn't make you feel good. And so you kind of start falling off a little bit, or like not really vibing with them anymore. Okay, so this would be like an identity that is starting to be dropped, and it might cause you to feel left out. It might cause your friends to turn on you. It might cause, you to feel lonely, or just like, what's happening? Like, is something wrong with me? It does have that effect when we drop identities and ego personalities, because other people around us have gotten used to that, and your ego in that way has benefited certain people, right? And so you start to change, and people don't like that, and so they'll start to maybe talk about you, or they'll start to like, you just start going in different directions, and that can be a lonely process, okay? But they're saying there's something much deeper here for you to look at. That I see her, her eyes are closed here. There's something for you of great value. There's something in your depths of self, okay, that is wanting to grow. Your intuitive gifts, okay, your spiritual self and your spiritual connection, which will grow other gifts, okay, which will allow you to feel much more connected with the other side, connected to yourself and connected to God, okay, in whatever form you identify with that, okay, and that's another one, right? But identity, we have to describe certain things, right? So yeah. They are acknowledging that this is not an easy process, that this takes time, to have patience with this crumbling, with this falling apart of the old self, or the old identity, and that you can always turn inward. There is something of great value for you to look within yourself, okay, to dive within spirit. That's where you'll find your strength. That's where you'll find your answers. You're not going to find it in the outer world. You're not going to find it in these old environments that you're changing from, okay? That's not where you're going to find the answers that your soul is craving, is seeking. You're starting to seek greater and deeper things. And so you have to turn inward for that. You have to look within yourself for the answers, for the inspirations, for the intuitive gifts that are being sent to you by yourself, which is connected to the Most High. It is all one. And this is your process of realizing that and expanding in that. Okay? All right, they're taking you to this. I'm going to check the bottom of the deck real quick. Okay, prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this is where your true growth starts and begins. Okay, you are growing in a new way, okay, from this seed, right? And now it's like the next step in that growth process. So you are igniting into a very powerful and spiritual being, whether you already, feel that or not. Okay, that's what this is happening. That's why all this is happening. That's why you might be experiencing crazy things right now. Okay, or you will be soon. All right, it's like certain things are going to fall away, and we have to go through that, and it's going to feel, painful at times and difficult. But know that this is why it's happening. It is bringing you closer to self. It is bringing you closer and expanding you into God, into spirituality, into the other realms. Okay? And it is eventually going to lead you somewhere extremely beautiful. All right? It is expanding you as a soul. You are on the evolution process. Okay? And you are going deeper into that evolution. All right. And so, yeah, you might not be able to see with your eyes on the outside these things, but they're saying go within yourself. That's where you'll find the answers. That's where you'll find the connection, and that will get you through. Okay. There are doorways to open up. There are doorways and things that want to come through for you. All right. This is the Matchbox Tarot. This is a deck, you can't even see that. This is a deck that I created using vintage Matchbox designs from around the world. They're very old, and I collaged them into this deck. It is for sale down below in the store or on my website, and shipping is included in that price. Okay. All right. So we have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So yeah, you are walking away from something of the past, okay? It's like there is something here that at one time maybe meant a lot to you. These could be friendships. These could be, an old job or an old wish that you had. That is just, you're not identifying with it anymore. It is no longer resonating. It's no longer feeling good. It's no longer supportive of who you want to be or who you feel you are at this time. And so what this igniting within you is movement away from this, movement forward, okay, movement towards self, movement into more spirituality, okay, having that world expand for you and moving you towards other people who are also on this path, okay. But yeah, it is, you are moving away, taking action away from the past with speed, I must say. Wow, you have the Emperor twice, and then you have the Eight of Swords. Wow. So there's something about this Emperor that has been keeping you stuck. Okay, so the Emperor, like every single aspect, every card in this deck has a light and a shadow aspect. Okay, and so the Emperor, it's almost like we've been acting a little bit in the shadow of the Emperor, right? Where, yeah, maybe, and it's maybe kept us in an isolated position. Maybe we are a boss of some kind, or we're a leader in something, and maybe you have a lot of people to manage, right? And that creates a bit of loneliness because you kind of have to keep a distance or whatever it is. But it's like you've created almost this isolation for yourself, where maybe you put yourself on top of a mountain. Maybe, you know, you've really kind of, maybe you've climbed a height. Okay, maybe you've created a business, or you're the CEO of a business or something, and you know you've really climbed to a certain mountaintop. Okay, and maybe you found that it wasn't as rewarding as you thought it would be. Okay, like they always say, like famous people always say, you know, it's lonely at the top. Okay, that's this kind of feeling. Where it wasn't as satisfactory as we thought it would be, right? Maybe success or money or fame or whatever it was. And so it's almost as though you're now realizing that there is more to life, or there's something more that your soul is craving. Maybe you have reached a certain level of success in something, and it hasn't given you that self-satisfaction that you thought it might. And so we are now being ignited to begin our spiritual path, okay? And every spiritual path is different and unique to the individual. So, you know, some of us create success, and when we get there, then we start the spiritual journey because we see that it wasn't all it's cracked up to be, right? And so then we begin, you know, meditating and all of those things, and creating a more peaceful life, a more self and balanced inner world, where that's the real riches, right? We see that it wasn't in the outer world. We see now that it's all within ourselves. And others of us start as, you know, poor or without certain things, and we gain more. We start with the spiritual. Okay, and as we grow spiritually, we also grow in abundance. Okay, so yeah, it's all different, but I really feel like this group, you may have reached a certain level of success or notoriety, or built something of yourself, and now you're saying, okay, well, maybe I have time now, or I have, you know, this certain amount of success, whatever it is, and now my soul is craving more, or I feel there's more out there for me. And so you're being ignited in a beautiful way. I'm just going to pull some more cards here. It's like you're being called into yourself now, into something much deeper. Okay. This card wanted to just come out. I just kind of hit it, and so I took it. It's the Me Talks card. It says repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So maybe that's something that you need to focus on right now, is going within and really, you know, giving yourself that self-care, maybe detoxing from, like we said, partying possibly, or drinking, or, maybe just bad habits that have left our minds or our bodies and our spirits tired, depleted. Okay, so it's kind of time to replenish that within ourselves and treat ourselves with the highest respect, with purity, okay, and love. Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's like you're having this really cool new beginning. Um, and it's like, I feel like you're starting from a lot of experience and you're like, okay, I've reached something, but now there's this whole other world that I want to explore. And I love it. It's like Fight Club. This is Brad Pitt from Fight Club. And it's like, it's this kind of like badass, like rugged feeling where it's like, I'm ready to start almost this new side of myself. It's like I've come so far and I've reached a lot in certain areas, but now I'm ready to kind of expand in new ways. I'm ready to see what else that I'm made of, and what the other side or this other I'm ready to like open myself up to new worlds and see what else is within me, see what other, aspects of myself can come through. And yeah, it's almost like the spiritual side is maybe a little less explored. And so there's like, it's almost this excitement of having this other world to explore within ourselves. Okay, one last message. Yeah, we have the devil. Okay, the devil came up. Yeah, you're definitely overcoming your own your own lower nature in some way, and coming into union, deep union with your higher self, and coming into divine connection, okay, to union with self, and also the things that are your heart's desires. Okay, there's something new that wants you to come towards it, and you want to come toward it as well. Okay, and so that means leaving behind something unhealthy or old, maybe an addiction or a pattern that was just keeping us stuck, holding us back from what it truly is that we want on our hearts, whether that is, divine connection or love, peace, right? Certain heart space goals, which could be maybe a creation, a project. Okay, they're saying it's time for you to come into union with this and come into union with yourself. Okay, opening your heart. And so you're going on this brand new adventure and this new beginning. Okay, where we're repairing, we're healing, we're coming into union with things we love, and we're letting go of an ego space. We're letting go of a certain fear or judgment or toxic behavior. All right, so that is how you are igniting in a big, big way. Wow, like your life is changing in a highly dramatic way. You are changing as a being, as a person, in the most beautiful way. So just be patient with this process. Allow things to fall away. Treat yourself, with the highest respect, and really treat your body. Listen to what your body needs in every moment. Okay, let go of things that are keeping you stuck or sick or held back. Okay, and because there is more God that wants to come in to you and expand you and grow you and bring in more light and love and joy and abundance into your life. Okay, more connection. So it's going to feel beautiful. So just allow this process to happen. And yeah, that's your reading, Pile One. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments. And please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more readings like this one. You can also book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, Pile One. All of my love. Peace. Hello, Pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is how you are igniting within yourself. or what is being ignited within you, pardon me. Okay, so you guys chose the root girl, the disowned self. So we can see a child here curled up. This card talks about the side of ourselves that is rejected. Okay, it's the part of ourselves that we feel deemable as unlovable or ugly. And it's funny because like this, I immediately began tearing up. Okay, and so I believe there is a side of you igniting that is coming into self-acceptance of all, even what you deem as the most unlovable parts of you. Okay, and if not, this is what needs to happen in order to have this ignition, but we're going to allow the cards to speak. Okay, but there is some part of ourselves that has felt deeply unloved, deeply unaccepted. And we have no idea if we could just come into full self-acceptance of every single part of ourselves, give them all love, and how much success and how much growth. So what is igniting within you, I think, is having all these parts of you feeling fully loved, and that allows this tree to grow and branch out into so many ways. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so for my pile twos, how are they igniting? Wow, the Empress. Yes, nurturing, mothering ourselves, mothering these children within ourselves. I think you are coming into divine wholeness. It's like she's taking off a hood, something that has hooded us or kept us hidden. Okay, maybe a part of ourselves. It's like she's kind of looks like she's being brave here in uncovering herself and uncovering who she is, showing off her all of her beauty, right? Shining her light. It's like she's taking off the cloak and just really showing herself off completely. And then we have the King of Cups, like coming into that deep, deep divine love of self. Look, she's drinking in her own cup of love. So, wow. Wow. You guys really, really have and are. So, especially if you've been doing the work here, and I think you guys have been doing the work. If not, this is the work that needs done. Okay, this is how you're going to ignite this new aspect of self and this new life going forward, the things that you want to bring in. Okay, is accepting, giving yourself both sides, especially your shadow self, especially the parts of yourself that you judge the harshest. So especially if you're very hard on yourself with certain things, like maybe if you screw up certain things, or if you look at yourself in certain aspects of self you deem as like ugly, or you're ungrateful for certain things, or you're unhappy with certain things about yourself, those are the parts of yourself that are dying, craving your love. And those are the very things that are stopping you from receiving things that you desire and from having your life be something of great beauty, or receiving all the things that you want. It is only because you are rejecting them within yourself, because you are blocking certain aspects of self, which means you're blocking certain blessings. Okay, so here we see the Empress, we see the King of Cups. Okay, we see divine acceptance. The Empress knows herself to be complete and whole. Okay, she gives herself everything she needs. That means she talks to herself in the most high way, in the most loving way. She knows her beauty, she knows her value, she knows her worth. So does the King of Cups. Okay, he talks to himself with the highest degree, with the most, filled emotions. He gives himself the most love. He drinks his own cup first and foremost. He makes sure that he is feeling good in every aspect. So that means you're beautiful. And I'm talking, okay, I'll speak from myself just because this is what you're going to say, okay? I'm beautiful. I am deserving of all of the love that I can contain. Okay, I am deserving of all of God's love. My mistakes do not define me. It is okay to have mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes, and they just add to who I am. They add to my beauty. All of my imperfections add to my beauty. God loves me as I am. I love me as I am. If I want anything to change, that is totally in my power, and that empowers me further. Okay? Everything I want wants me. I can have anything I want. Okay? And this means also treating your body, treating yourself with the highest respect. Investing in your health, investing in, go out and get your hair done, go out and get your nails done, go treat yourself with the highest respect and love. Okay? You have to embody the Empress. You are embodying the Empress because this is who you are about to be ignited with and you are going to turn into. And so once this child within you that feels rejected feels loved, and you start giving yourself all of that love in which you crave maybe from the outer world, or which you want, so badly, it's because you have to give it to yourself first, and then you will receive it in the outer world, right? But you have to start giving it to yourself first to know that you're worthy of that love, and then it can come in, it can freely flow in from your outer world into you. Okay, so we have to give ourselves that love that we crave so much from maybe the other people or the outer world, the abundance that we want. We have to treat ourselves with that abundance. Okay, letting ourselves have nice things. Treating ourselves, getting the organic food, or getting the I don't know, maybe it's vitamins, things that our body needs in order to feel its best, so that we feel taken care of, that we take baths, and we add nice oils. It's all of that. It's like we have to feel worthy. We have to give all parts of ourselves that love, and you'll see yourself blossom and bloom, and just feeling yourself, and you'll see everything. People want to start giving you things because you walk through the door and you know that you own it. You know that you're worthy. You give it to yourself. And so people come and go, here you go. Here, oh, look, I have all this. Do you want this? It's because you're become the magnet. The Empress is the magnet for all good things. She knows herself to be worthy of all, and so all is given to her. Okay? All cannot help but look to the Empress and want to give to the Empress. Okay? Everything around her is blossoming, is blooming, is growing, is thriving. Okay, her children, her garden, her home life, her love, everything, because she treats herself. So she's not acting from a place of lack, and she's not looking to anyone else or anything else in her outer world to give that to her. She gives it to herself. Because she gives it to herself, everyone is drawn to her. Everyone cannot help. Oh, wow, what's going on? Like, you're so amazing. And then everything, all the opportunities come to her. All of the money comes to her. Okay? And it's because she is drinking from her own cup. And same with the King of Cups. Okay? This is going to make us so balanced within ourselves, so worthy of everything we want, of the love, of the riches, of the the stable home space, whatever it is for you. Okay, it is us stepping through, owning who we are, owning ourselves. Okay, loving, adoring. Okay, cradling especially the parts of yourself that you judge the harshest, especially the parts of yourself that you deem as embarrassing, okay, or ugly, or just whatever we grew up, that those are just teachings. They are misteachings that were given upon us as children, okay, that say that any part of you is unloved. God loves every single speck of you, and he's not ashamed. He is not ashamed of you. He is not ashamed of any part of you at all. And so you have to do the same thing with yourself, because that is you. Okay? You are judging you. The only person who can judge you is you. And God isn't judging you. So why would you judge you? Okay? You are God's creation. So why would you judge his creation? Okay? Don't judge. Love. Love as he loves. Love as he loves. And you will see yourself blossom and bloom into the person that you wish you want. Okay? You think by criticizing certain parts of yourself that will make it grow? No. Loving yourself will make you grow and just blossom into who you want to be, because guess what? You're treating yourself the best, so that will echo chamber in all aspects of self. I'll give you an example. You go, I love my body. I love every ounce of my body, even if there are things about your body that you would like to maybe improve or tweak. That's okay. You still love your body. Thank you to your body for showing up every day, for carrying you, for, keeping you safe, keeping you healthy. Okay. And if there are things about your health or your body you would like to change, that's okay. Do it with love. I love myself enough to start eating better. I love myself enough to start exercising, or exercising more, or, bringing more vitamins into my life, or going to the chiropractor because my back has hurt for such a long time. Don't suffer. Okay, don't suffer. Go and do the things that your body is needing you to do, or go and do the things that are going to make you feel pampered. And trust me, I am learning these lessons myself. Okay, I am doing things I should have done a long time ago. Okay, and but it just takes that. We have to deem ourselves as worthy. We have to love ourselves so deeply and completely. And this is what is igniting within you. And I'm so excited. And look, you're going to have such a glow up. Or people are going to be like, damn, like, what are they doing? They look amazing. Their energy, their aura is just so beautiful. And everything, all the success, more money, okay, more abundance, more love is going to come in because you are giving yourself that. All right. Okay. So my pile twos. Ace of Cups. Give yourself the cup. Give yourself the cup. Drink from your own cup. Okay. And this is the love. Give yourself the most love. Hold it within yourself. Stop giving it away to everyone else. Give it to yourself. Okay, there is a part of you that needs your love in a deep way. Okay, and so we need to give it to ourselves. We need to treat ourselves as we are God. Okay, treat yourself. Talk to yourself as the Most High. Okay, there is no separation between any of us, between any of it at all. Okay, so if you're talking down to yourself, you're talking down to God. You understand? So don't ever think lowly of yourself, because you are the highest creation. You are the highest creation. Okay? So do not disrespect yourself at all. Know that mistakes are always made, okay? That mistakes are always made, and they add to your beauty. They add to your character. They add to your quirkiness, which is so beautiful about you. Which is literally other people, your best friends and people who love you, those are their favorite parts of you. It's not the most perfect or the most, those things. It's not. It's the weird parts of you. It's the imperfections that they love the most, because it makes you unique. It makes you truly beautiful. It makes you different and just human, right? Which is the best. Okay? Oh my God, look. You have the Empress twice, the Fool and the Empress. Beautiful message. You are igniting yourself. You are igniting your own power. Okay, you are igniting yourself to a new degree of self-empowerment and abundance and knowing and self-worth. So you're having a new beginning of self, of what you deserve and knowing what you deserve, knowing who you are and knowing that you deserve the highest and the best quality, the best luxury. Okay, the Empress is Venus. It is Taurian and Libran energy. Okay, it is all of the luxurious things in life. So it's the best foods, it's the best materials on your skin, it is the highest quality. It is just knowing that we are deserving of that. And so knowing that we give ourselves, so that means maybe like quality over quantity. Maybe when we buy things, we're used to buying a lot of, cheaper things that maybe don't feel as nice. And it's switching that to buying less things for ourselves, maybe, but of a better material. Maybe it's like 100% cotton or silk or linen, whatever it is, right? We're embarking on a new self-worth and self-love journey. And so what's igniting for you is a new space within your heart for yourself, for the places of yourself that have felt unloved, unworthy. And so doing this is igniting yourself into who you truly are, into the Empress, okay, into Venus, who is love and beauty herself and treats herself as such. And others treat her as such because she knows herself as that, right? When someone walks into the room, you can tell when someone knows who they are and knows what they deserve. And we all treat them that way, right? We'll go, oh my gosh, hi, like, you're beautiful, you're, whatever it is, right? We treat them to that extent because we can feel the energy that they know they are that, right? And so that is what you are becoming. That is who you are igniting. And things around you are going to start being, you're going to gain so much more abundance, so many eyes. People are going to be so attracted to you. Like, who are they? Who are they? Like, what do they do? How did they do it? There is a new level of self-love and acceptance, and it's going to make you glow. People cannot keep their eyes off you. They won't be able to not stare, okay? It's like you are uncovering your wholeness of self by giving yourself all of your own love, by treating yourself with the highest respect. And it is going to turn into this new beginning of just abundance and wealth and health and just the total glow up. The total glow up. Whew. Yeah. You are about to be shining. Shining. Crowned. You are about to attract a lot more in your life. Okay. 7 of Swords. This is that shadow. This is that part of ourselves that we deemed as unlovable or ugly or scary, whatever it is. Ace of Wands. And the 5 of Wands. Yeah. It's okay. So I love this. So this is igniting. Okay, so there's something igniting. There's something being shown here to you. A part of yourself that is part of your shadow. Okay, something that you're still, maybe you need to witness, you need to look at. That is going to end certain blockages in your life or certain hardships, or maybe this is within relationships where things just always feel hard, or I'm always going up against, arguing, or we just can't get along in some way. Maybe this is within work where things feel like I can't get ahead, okay? Or maybe, I just can't get ahead within money or within my life. Okay, so this is igniting within you this loving of this part of yourself, of what you deem as ugly or unworthy, whatever it is, and it doesn't have to be specific. There's just something here where you have to sit with and you have to look, show me what I am still denying. Show me the parts of myself that I still deem as unworthy, unlovable, okay? And just keep giving yourself love. Show me the ugliest part of myself. Bring it here. What darkness, what shadow is still needing to be witnessed and loved. Okay, that is your ignition. That is what is igniting all of this Empress. And then you're going to see the floodgates open of flow, of blessings, of love. Okay, you need to give it your love, and then you're gonna see this new beginning start where you're the girl or you're the guy, you're the person, you're the one everyone goes to, you're the person, you're just this magnet of success, of abundance, of of love, all of these things people want to give to you, instead of it feeling like such a battle. And it's only feeling like a battle because you're battling yourself still. There's still a part of you that you're turning away from. There's still a part of you that you're fighting against, that you're denying, that you're saying, no, you can't come in. You can't, I won't accept you. I won't love you. I won't, I can't accept this. I can't, this isn't okay, right? Judging yourself, judging this thing, okay? So that is what is blocking you currently, or has been. And so this is the ignition. The Ace of Wands is the love. The love is going to ignite. It's going to clear all of the blockages away. And it's going to open the energy up, open you up to everything that wants to come in, that is just waiting to come in. Your worthiness, it's waiting for you to be worthy of it all. Okay, so you have to believe that you are worthy of it all. And that's literally just keep giving yourself the love. When you look in the mirror, instead of criticizing, instead of saying, oh, this could be better, love it. Love it. Switch it up. Switch up the feeling. Switch up the thought. Okay? Give it love. It's okay if you want to improve. Improve with love. Improve with love. That is an act of love, right? When we want to get healthier, that is an act of love, okay? It doesn't have to come from this self-criticism, from this disappointment, from this deep whatever judgment, okay? It can come from love. Say, I love you just as you are. And I love you enough to want to be better. I love you enough to improve certain things, right? So it's just switching. It's switching where it comes from. Okay, so this next deck is the deck that I created, the Matchbox Tarot, using vintage and antique Matchbox designs. It is for sale down below in my shop and also on my website, and shipping is included in the price. Okay, Two of Wands. Becoming friends with the self, okay? Becoming friends with all parts of you and expanding, coming into union with the lovers, okay? Loving ourselves, loving all parts of self. And that will allow us loving and accepting all parts of ourselves will allow new choices to come in, new people to come in, us to be coming into union with things that we want. Okay, no more blockages. Now the person that we want to be with comes in, or now the job that we wanted comes in, because we know ourselves to be worthy of it. Because people can hear the energetic blocks that we hold, right? Now, if that's not there, if I'm not denying any part of myself, if I'm completely loving all parts of self, I am in complete self-acceptance, nothing is blocked from me anymore. Everything that I put my thought or focus on can come in. I'm attracting it. Okay, I want this. That's how we manifest, right? So no more is there a block of what I want. And now I know I deserve it, and it comes in, right? The Empress 3 times. Are you kidding me? 3 times, dude. This is insane. And the Sun. Guys. Please love yourself. You are amazing. You are incredible. if you cringe at me saying that, if you cringe at the thought of even telling yourself you love yourself, then you especially need to do this, okay? You have no idea the magnetism that you hold, okay? And the beauty that you are. The absolute just damn like beauty, like oh my gosh. Do you know how much the universe wants to give you? Okay? You are worthy. Tell yourself that every single day. Like the fact that it is whatever you're telling yourself is a total lie if it is not of the highest thought. Okay? If it is not like I look sexy, okay? I am sexy, I am worthy, I am everything, I am divine. Okay? Cuz you are. You are. You got the Empress 3 times, dude. 3 times. God is like, "Yo, you need to know, you need to recognize yourself, like geez, like you are Venus, you are Venus, so act like it, talk to yourself like Venus, okay, treat yourself like Venus, okay, you need to treat yourself as the deity of love and beauty, okay, because that's what you are. And you'll see how much your life just shines, glows. You are going to shine and glow from the inside out. And so everything in your life is going to start being happier, more successful, more joy, more love. Okay? It all is there for you waiting to come in. You're being ignited into Venus as the Empress, as magnetism herself, as the divine muse. Okay, so people look at you and they get inspired by you. Okay, because you are feeling yourself to the highest degree. You treat yourself to the highest degree. Okay, so you ooze and embody creativity, love, beauty. You are a work of art. Okay, so treat yourself that way and watch everything you want just cannot help but want you and come so fast towards you. And you're gonna see your life expand and glow and just, oh my gosh, enlightenment, just love and happiness, okay? Like, woo! Yo, you're being ignited in the hot way, okay? Like, you are gonna be whew, hot. People are not going to be able to look away. Okay? Yeah. It is going to bring you into, okay, we have the Four of Wands at the bottom, into divine connection, maybe with, if you are single, this is going to bring you into, the person, you need to realize self as love. You need to give that to yourself first before this person can come in. Okay? And that is what's being ignited. So you knowing yourself as this is the thing that is triggering this person to come towards you, or this thing that you've been wanting for such a long time. Stability, freedom, celebration, okay? Your soul group. There's so many things that are going to be attracted to you and come right into your life and just expand and grow and evolve. It's, wow. Like 3 times the Empress. Are you kidding me, guys? You are igniting. Okay? Yeah. Wow. All right. Pile 2. You guys, you hot stuff, you. That was your reading. Please let me know in the comments. I want to know what kind of stage you guys are at. Do you have to do this work? Have you already been doing this? Are you starting to see? Are you starting to feel this goodness, loving on yourself? Like, show me how you're doing these things. Let me know. Okay, like, are you looking at yourself in the mirror, doing sexy dances? Okay, like, how are you feeding yourself in this way? I'd love to hear it. But yeah, if this resonated, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can do so down in the description box on my website. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is how you are being ignited. Okay, how you are igniting. In your life, you guys were attracted to the netcaster. Preparations come to fruition. So this card talks about, you like your prayers have been answered already and are being answered. And so they're basically just saying like scoop up your blessings. Like now everything has come in, and so it's almost as though like there's going to be a time to act. That yeah, it's like it is a great time of harvest for you guys. And so yeah, I'm just going to let spirit guide us here to your deck and see what your message is. The messages have been really beautiful today. Knight of Wands, exactly. It also talks about like taking action, like the time is right. Like the time is now to kind of take action on something you've been wanting to go after or have in your life. Take, move towards it or make a big move. Go ahead, okay. 8 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, maybe you've been in a time of like feeling held back from maybe what it is you want or the life that you want. And so it's now your time to come into fortune. All right. You are about to move in a big way. And I love that because this reading is being ignited, right? How we are being ignited. And then we see the Knight of Wands on fire, like the horse on fire. And so, and with like fireworks, right? So I really feel like you are on fire right now. You are heading in a very successful direction of your fortune. Okay, I think life is about to get a lot better, like where you're about to be a lot more fortunate. I think you're about to live in your success. You're about to live in a dream that you once had or a prayer that you once put out. I think you are like about to move into it and just have that as your life. Okay, so it is your time of fortune to live within your dreams or your prayers that once were maybe just an idea or a thought. So you're coming out of a time of feeling trapped or stuck, or maybe not being able to be who you are, or not being able to live the life you want, or not having this manifestation. And you are now being ignited and moving forward into your fortunate life, into your fortune. Okay. For my pile 3s, how are they being ignited? Well, the High Priestess. And the Hierophant, wow. So divine counterparts here coming through. I mean, wow. If you are in the Hanged Man at the bottom, so once again, talking about coming out of a time of maybe stagnancy or stillness, coming into the embodiment of your highest self. Okay, so you are about to embody the highest form of self. Like you are really coming into the fullness of who you are and who you came to be, of your spirituality. So you might be up leveling. Your fortune here is now maybe you're going to be some kind of leader in maybe a spiritual movement, or you maybe a very respected person in some community, because you deeply know yourself. You have, I think, very strong values, and I think you have a very deep connection with spirit, with God. Okay, I mean, if this could be divine counterparts, definitely, where it's you and your partner, you and your soulmate, or you and someone. And that doesn't have to be romantic. That could be within a friendship or a business partnership, perhaps. But it's two highly spiritual people who are uniting, okay, who are coming together and who are shifting their life or moving into a very fortunate time of life where they are becoming like pillars of a community, stepping into a higher position, into a very well respected position, okay, because you have both gained wisdom. And if this is you, then this is you, right? You have gained such, oh, one sec. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, you guys are up leveling in a big way. Like what's being ignited for you is you stepping into your, I think, highest form, like your highest power. Your all your preparations from the past, all of the spiritual work, all of the shadow work, all of the, the self reflection that you've been doing, all the manifestation work, all the action that you've been taking up into this point is finally coming into fruition, where you're finally stepping in to your highest form, and your outer world is finally going to start clicking and reflecting that. And so your fortune is finally coming in. You are stepping into the role, you're stepping into the shoes of all of the work that you've been putting in. It's like you're finally getting recognized, you're finally knowing thyself as, as a leader of some kind, as a spiritual teacher, as a wise person. Yeah, it's like you are going to be looked at as some kind of a leader, or someone people can look to gain advice from, and just deeply, deeply having that spiritual power and spiritual sense. Okay, for my pile threes, what is being ignited within them? This is like having the spiritual side of life like concrete and actually ground down into the physical, where now it's something that it's a world you can live in. It's a world that you are a part of, and that is a part of you, and there is no separation anymore. And so it's like you get the life that comes with that spiritual teaching, and you get the 10 of cups. You get to live in that emotional fulfillment every day, in that harmony, in that deep trust, in that deep faith, in that deep satisfaction of all of the work that you've been putting in is finally coming to fruition, where your life is igniting in a beautiful way, where you are igniting within yourself into self-realization. And so in then your whole life, your whole environment around that is going to reflect that back to you. And so especially if you are in divine union or divine connection, you guys are deepening into that love. And it's like, look, you are kind of on this like pedestal, or on this like place where other people look to you as an example of happiness, of joy, of spiritual enlightenment, of a happy family. Okay, there is definitely growth and love deepening here, deepening within self, and deepening within those around us. Sorry about that. We also have the King of Swords. So it's coming into that self-mastery, coming into divine balance within our minds, and kind of knowing ourselves and never accepting less. And I feel this like protection from this King of Swords, protection from where it's protecting our happiness and it's protecting our peace. And so I think what's being told to you here is that everything that you've been building, you're about to step into. It is igniting within you this deep divine power, and everything in life is going to reflect that power. And they want you to know that you are divinely protected in this, okay? That this is not going to fall apart. This is not going to come down. That this is something that is protected and here to stay for you. Okay, so everything, you can rest in that, knowing that there is a major manifestation, that there is a major accomplishment, that and these words don't even do it justice, okay? They really don't. It's having that self-realization where you are looked upon for that divinity that you hold, okay? And that everything around it is just it's peace. It's joy. It's love, and it's living within that harmony. It's literally everything that you've been preparing for is about to come real into your life, and you are about to step through as a master. You are being ignited as a true master. okay? As someone who has mastered their thoughts, mastered their emotions, okay? Yeah, it's like it's going to be very real for you. This is something that you're stepping up into, um, a role that is now being bestowed upon you. And we have the Page of Swords and we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, it's like where this is leading you to mastery. And it might begin with something new. It might begin with maybe a new beginning of some kind, a new adventure. This might mean, you know, a manifestation. So this could be like a new position, starting a new aspect of your spiritual growth, or a new, you know, taking on a higher role within a spiritual community. This could mean taking on, you know, a new aspect of work, of your dream, of your career, or of life, maybe having a child. Okay, and it's learning all of those things that come with it, and it's gaining, you know, it's seeing new aspects of self within this new beginning, that are allowing us to grow and to hold more space and hold more love. Okay, so what's happening now is you're about to step into a big manifestation of yours that you've been really taking action on, you've been really focused on, and stepping into that is going to make you feel so blessed and so grateful and like masterful, but it's also going to begin a new cycle for you where there is going to be a lot of new exciting things that happen that allow you to grow in new and beautiful ways, and allow you to deepen and see yourself in new and beautiful ways. Okay, so it's going to challenge you in certain ways, but it's going to add to the spectrum of who you are, and it's really going to allow you to see into yourself deeper, and into new avenues of who you are that maybe you had no access to before. Okay, so it's really going to open you up as a person, to continue deepening into this leadership role, to continue creating yourself into this divine channel, divine leader, divine healer. Even if you're not in the spiritual world, you will be that for people around you. Okay, just like wise counsel. Okay, it's you stepping into that role. The World. Wow. By the way, this is a deck I created, the Matchbox Tarot. It is for sale down below. I use vintage and antique Matchbox designs around the world, and I collage them. And shipping is included in the price, okay? So this is you literally reaching enlightenment. Okay, so what's igniting within you is this a big manifestation in your life that I think is going to allow you to reach a new level of awareness of self, of life, and allow you to deepen and sink deeper into knowing, into self-realization. Okay, the World card is the end of the tarot. It is reaching something so massive that, you know, we feel that wholeness, we feel that completeness. Okay, and maybe, you know, you guys are moving somewhere new or traveling somewhere, with this ignition of self. All right, but it's like it is having that coming to the end of a long journey. You know, this is you receiving and understanding just what this whole journey was about, and then receiving the full impact of all of those lessons, the full self-realization of what it was all teaching you and why it all had to happen the way it did. And so this is allowing you to reach a level of self-awareness, a new level of enlightenment. Okay, and then we begin a new cycle, we begin a new journey, but starting from a lot of, like, we're not starting from ground zero, but we're starting from experience. But then there's these new aspects of experience that come in that we have to learn, that we have to grow from, and then it's just adding to this wholeness of self and to this this mastery that we are building. This is like masters becoming more masterful. Okay. King of Swords twice, exactly, in the star. Wow. So you have the King of Swords twice. Like I said, the master becoming more masterful. That is you guys. That is what is igniting. Okay, King of Swords and the star. It's fully stepping into the role. It's fully embodying the master role and being seen as that and accepting self as that and others accepting self as that. And finally, like, there's no question, there's no doubt, there's like, this is the role that you're here to play. Maybe you're getting seen on a world stage of some kind, or the word's getting out, or you're traveling, but people are going to know you for something. They're going to know you as a master of this thing, a mastery of reaching mastery of something. Okay, and life is about to get a whole lot, I think, more exciting, but more peaceful. Okay, it's like, it's going to, I think your whole level of just everyday existence is about to level up in a big way. And nothing you face is going to feel overwhelming. It's just sitting in this knowing that we have reached such a high degree of yeah, love and self-acceptance, and yeah, just mastery and a deep divinity. It's like all of this work, we've worked so hard to get here. We've taken so much action. And now we get to actually live in that life. And I feel like a lot of readings have kind of been pointing to this, for a lot of you guys. And so it's in there, this is the biggest thing. Okay, so it's like we're reaching a new level of existence, and it's just going to feel like we're leveling up. More people are going to know us for this. Okay, and it's just, our whole every aspect of life is changing, but it's changing for in a more peaceful way. It's weird because it's getting more peaceful and loving and safe and harmonious, and also at the same time, more people are going to know us. So we're going to be well known, more well known. We're going to have more eyes on us, but we're also finding a deep inner peace and also a deep, like, inner satisfaction. So it doesn't feel like this, like, crazy exciting and whirlwind, which it will have its moments for sure of that, and of course we want that too, I'm sure. But then there's also this, like, but we're just like, we just have this deep satisfactory peace. So it's just so funny, like, it reminds me of, let's say an example. Okay, so like a spiritual leader or a spiritual teacher or just a teacher, right? Maybe they travel around the world and they speak their experience, right? And so they have a lot of people who know of them, who know of their story. They serve, they are a master in some way or in some area, and so they speak on that around the world. And within them, and it doesn't have to be spiritual, okay? This could be you talking about, maybe you're amazing at, maybe you're a master at band saws or something, or, at microscopes, okay? But whatever you do helps a lot of people. Whatever you do has a deep wisdom to it, and it's a deeper message behind it that helps people out, that people come to you for your wisdom, for your mastery, okay? And so you're looked at as a leader in some kind of industry or in some area, okay? And you are well respected and everything like that. But it's like, but you still have your own peace. So you have like maybe a piece of land or a home in which it's perfectly just for you. that no one knows where you're at, and it's just like you get to live life in this really peaceful way. And so there's this really good balance of excitement, but then like having that really groundedness, yeah, where God is present, where you get to, it's like a sanctuary you get to come back to. And that's where you almost receive your guidance or receive your wisdom, receive your channel, and your energy in order to go out and in order to be this for others. Wow. Wow. This is really amazing. So you're just being ignited on all levels. Like it's just everything you've worked towards, and now you're getting to live in that space. Okay, so we have the devil and we have the Knight of Wands. So again, we have the Knight of Wands. I really feel like I think there's a double message here, because at first I'm getting that you're helping others move away from their own demons or devils, or darkness, fears, shadows, okay, or places that are of that nature. But I also feel like this is you walking away, okay, and you have been walking away from these things for a long time by, by putting your attention on other things, by really, gaining control over your own lower nature. Okay, and so where you're moving is away from anything that reflects this fear or this illusion or darkness. Okay, because you have recognized it within yourself, and because you have been, taking action towards the light for so long, and doing these things for so long, I think you're finally coming out of a time, and whether that means you moving or moving away in some way or another, it's like you're being liberated from anything that is of the darkness, anything that is, of that fear. And so you're moving away from it. And I think you help others move away from it as well. King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's saying like you have really mastered your own emotions, and I think you have overcome so many dark things within yourself and within life, things that were meant to bring you down, things that were meant to keep you stuck, things that were meant to, hold you back from becoming this and from stepping into this. And you have like just blown right by it. You have gained so much inner wisdom and inner knowing, so much spiritual knowledge. I think you really fulfill your own cup now. And so wherever you go, you take that with you and you nourish yourself. Okay, you nourish yourself with the goodness, with the love. And so you have really become such a master. I mean, there's really not much more to say other than that. Like they're just kind of explaining the path in which got you here, right? So it's like everything was against you, right? All of life was there to keep you stuck or comfortable, and from not achieving what you're about to achieve, from not being ignited in this way. Okay, but you kept moving. You kept moving away from the darkness. You kept moving away from the addictions or the stuckness, other people's fears, the traumas, right? You kept taking actions away from that toward the light, toward love, toward God. And now that is finally, you are finally getting, I think, to step right into that light and love, and everything around you is going to reflect that light and love back to you. Instead of it feeling like you have to defend, you have to fight. You have to fight for love. You have to fight for what you believe you deserve, right? You have to fight for God, for spirituality, just to be who you are, just to exist as this, person, right? Where people don't look at you like that. So wherever you're moving now is you stepping into this, who you truly are, who you have been. All the actions you've been taking have been leading you here. Judgment, your great awakening. Okay, your great awakening, the Hierophant twice again. So we have a lot of repeating cards here. You are waking up to the true self, okay? Who you were truly meant to become. You are about to be ignited and gifted a beautiful, heart-opening. I think this is you being gifted enlightenment. You are about to awaken to an enlightened state. You are about to be crowned, okay? Literally the crown opening up. We have the Emperor, okay? You are stepping through. It is your time. It is your time to lead. It is your time to finally live in the bliss and the joy that you have created within yourself. You have gifted it to yourself, and now it is your time to live within that reality. All right, so you are being ignited to the rest of your existence here on earth in a truly beautiful, God-filled space in which you get to enjoy, in which you get to be in and share with others, and you get to teach, you get to guide. People will listen. Okay, your word is going to be very, filled with authority, filled with the authority of God, of the universe, of divine love. Okay, and so, and people will hear that. People will know you for that. Because it is coming from the Most High. It is coming from the truest place. Okay, it is divine balance within you of the masculine and feminine, of the highest. There's the highest light version, and not the shadow. You are that divine balance of that. Okay, and so you are coming from the truest, most unconditional love of that space. And so now you just get to be in that and share from that. Like, it's hard to touch this and it's hard for me to explain because it's just so large, and it's so much, and it's so everything, and it's so all at once, and it's hard to grasp. It's like God. It's hard to explain. Okay, because it's here and it's there and it's everything and it's all at once, right? It's it. Okay, so you are awakening into that, and your life, everything you encounter, it's gonna feel God. It's gonna feel there, connected. I'm not seeking anymore. I'm not reaching. I'm in it. I'm in the net. I am the net. Okay, I have everything I need right here. Oh, it's because it's within me, and I there's no separation anymore. I'm not looking for it outside. I'm receiving it from inside of me, and here it is, and here it is, and I see, and here it is, because everything is a reflection, and there's no separation. Okay, wow, beautiful. I mean, wow, like, yeah. Good for you, pile 3. Like, yes, 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 yes. What else? What else, guys? What else? You're doing it. You have done it. You are being ignited. Okay, in this next part of your life, you are stepping through, and yeah, you're stepping through as self-realized as the one. And there's no separation. It's coming through you. It's all coming through you. Okay. Yeah, you are going to gift that source to those around you, because you're just exuding it. They can sense it, they see it, they know it. And so whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you speak, whatever you act, okay, it is all coming from that highest divine place. And yeah, and so your word is going to carry such weight, and such love, that it's just, yeah, you can't help but be seen and heard and loved, and people are going to seek you out now. Okay. Okay, pile 3. Wow, what a reading. Beautiful. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, please. I'd love to hear from you guys. Yeah, and if it did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you could book a personal reading with me down in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next reading. Pile 3. All of my love.